Welcome to the Prudent Cage podcast, where we lock into a free state of mind each and every pay week. I got my main guy, my ace, my left and my right this week, Sean, better known as Mr. SenorLee in all your socials.
You know.
And me, I'm Kenny, KenKapNik. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, hate to start the show on this sad news, but for all those that know, whether you are informed or not, Earl DMX Simmons is no longer with us in the physical.
Right.
He has gone on to a better place. I know him and Boomer are one and the same right now. If there is a silver lining, that would be it. But DMX, he's no longer with us. Gone at the age of 50.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to me, man.
Yeah.
This hurts, man. This hurts a lot.
Yeah, it's tough because, it's dark and hell is hot got me through high school. So I appreciate him for being unapologetically himself.
At all times.
And, he never really tried to be anything else but himself. He brought that authenticity every time, and it's sad, man. It's sad. It's always sad to see someone who is just trying to be better and trying to do better for not just himself but everybody else around him.
Correct.
So yeah, man, it's a tough loss. Very tough loss.
It hurts more because although we knew of his struggles, like he displayed it on each and every album he had. Like you knew he was going through shit. He had a very close connection to God, which also shined through all his projects, but
absolutely
he went through a lot, you know what I mean? And even in spite of that, he was able to focus up when he needed to, put out great pieces of work. But man, this hurts. There's no smooth way in or out of this, man. But as a quick reminder, man, what's your favorite DMX tracks, man? Talk to me.
So we're gonna do top 5.
Let me know your top 5. Let me know your top 5.
We're gonna do top 5. All right. So number 5, I gotta go with Slippin'. 100% Slippin'. You know what I'm saying? Number 4. Number 4, I gotta go with Stop Being Greedy.
Okay.
Definitely Stop Being Greedy. Number 3, X Gonna Give It To You. Matter of fact, let me switch it up.
Okay.
Switch it up. Yeah. X Gonna Give It To You, number 4. Number 3, Stop Being Greedy. Number 2, How's It Going Down? You know what I'm saying? How's It Going Down? That was one of the toughest street joints for the ladies.
It was.
You know what I'm saying?
It was.
And then number 1, What These Bitches Want From a Nigga.
Cisco. He brought Cisco to the hood on the low. You know what I mean? Like, cause Cisco was fresh off that thong song heat. And everybody was like, is this platinum hair colored dude doing with X? But X was like, nah, you with me now. Like, you know what I mean? Just sing your hook. It's going to be gritty. It's going to be grimy. But, all right. I respect those. Yep. If I have to go with my top 5, do skits count? Because, he was pretty well known for the skits. They were super catchy, super funny. Yeah. Between the Mickeys and the Damians.
Yeah.
100%. I'll put all his skits as a combo at number 5, just because they earn my respect. All right. Number 4, I'll give you the one that really put me on to him as far as what he's bringing to the state. I'm gonna go with Greedy. Because I thought 98 or something like that. So when that originally dropped, you heard the big scruffy voice. You didn't know where it was coming from, but then when you seen him, he's like, "Oh, it's the dog. X is hot. You get it." Yeah. I go Greedy. Slipping, that hurt. I gotta slide that in there for number 3, just cause. My other top 2 from him. What's My Name? That was a big club banger for no reason. Like,
that was
big.
I mean?
And you know what? I'm not even gonna give you a song for number 1. I'm gonna give you an experience for number 1.
Oh,
That Woodstock he did. Red jumpsuit with the one strap on.
Yeah.
The camera's on him at one moment. it pans over to the crowd.
Yeah.
And the whole planet is there.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So, and everybody was there with
Yeah.
him, word for word, bit for bit, growl for growl. That's when you knew, like, his energy was bigger than himself. Everybody
Definitely.
understood it. There was one with it. Good
Yeah.
stuff, man. But
yeah, that shit was really like Michael Jackson-esque.
yes,
Like, that was real.
yes, it was. It was.
Hell yeah, man.
But it's gonna hurt, man.
Yeah.
I don't think they announced any arrangements at the moment, but
Right.
yeah, he's gonna shut Yonkers / the Bronx down when
for
they
sure.
do. You know what I mean?
For sure.
But yo, man, rest in peace, King.
Definitely. And the only thing I'll add is, man, just always make sure that you take care of yourself. Look out for people. Check on them. And listen, give them their flowers while they can still smell them.
Yes,
it's
yes.
so important that we all check on each other,
Yes.
man. But
And
yes.
another thing, as far as flowers being given, the fact that he was able to get the verses out last summer was
Facts.
that was big. You know what I mean? Because if he was born in 2000 or later, you never got to experience his greatness.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So him just putting on for the newer generation, those that have an Instagram in their hand, you know what I mean? It was good to see. And even as the folk that grew up with him, it was good to see he had the uncle's stomach.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He was dancing. He had his Nihilators and his Kool-Aid. You know what I mean? It was just good to see X in a not as stressful place for once.
Yeah.
Because every time you seen him, like,
Yep.
his eyes was bulging. You know what I'm saying? Like something just
Yeah.
went down. Like, it was good to see him. We're doing something super special tomorrow as well, man.
Yeah. We're going to be interviewing Autism mom with a camera, my niece, Kenny's cousin, you know what I'm saying? And it's always good to sit down and talk to people and go through their journeys. Autism is a disease that really affects how kids can communicate when they're born. And we think it's very important that we always sit down and just really become aware of what exactly it is. Mm-hmm. And we talk to people who have kids that are in the spectrum, and that just brings more information our way. So we're sitting down with Autism Mom with a camera, and we're sitting down with Welcome to Cam's World, Deandra Perry. So that is August 16th, tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. on IG Live. We make sure y'all tune in, man, because it's important. We got to sit down and just be aware of what's going on in our world, especially with Black and brown people. Mm-hmm. We're affected so much by this, and it's always important to make sure we all have the resources and we're there for each other. That's the biggest thing.
First and foremost, as you said before, it's in the culture, but it isn't mainstream. A lot of people don't know the ins and outs of it, what to look for,
right.
if someone that they know is on the spectrum or not. And join us for this discussion tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Hopefully have a couple questions you may have that might get answered. Right. So please tune into that.
Definitely, man.
Jump ship a little bit. We're grown men, man. Probably been working since we was able to get that little green card in high school. You know what I mean?
Yep.
All the jobs you've come across. What's your favorite job story?
So I'm going to take y'all to Sports Freedman's. If you're from Flatbush, Brooklyn, you already know this store. And I was very hyped when I first got a chance to get to work there. So it was cool, man. Like, it was probably like a month in. I'm cool with the staff. I'm, learning the ropes. Everything is going smooth. So it's a random Saturday, man. And one of my friends from junior high school comes in. And I'm not going to bring up his name because I don't want to bring up too much old nonsense. But he comes in. I give him a dap. I'm like, yo, I ain't seen you in a minute, fam. Like, how you doing? He's like, yeah, I'm good, whatever. Comes into the store. And then all of a sudden, I just hear, like, the fuck you looking at, pussy? So I turn around and I see one of the dudes I work with, like him and my dude from junior high school, like sizing each other up. So I'm like, what the fuck is this? Mm-hmm. But then I remember the dude I work with told me that he had like a real beef with this other dude to the point where like they would like put hands on each other before. So you could imagine how it looked. Like dude walks in and he's just like, giving me embrace, and then all of a sudden, it just looks like an issue. You know what I mean? So I was just like, damn.
I hate being the middleman in between two separate people that had a past beef.
Yeah.
Because you're cool with one, you're cool with two.
Yeah.
And when you just see them, it's all fun.
Thank you.
God forbid you turn the corner with one with you. You're like, oh, hey. He's like, nah, ain't no hey. Like, what do you mean? That nigga right next to you. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
and then it looked crazy on my end because it looked like I've been trying to line homeboy this whole time.
Now you fake look like now he looking at you like, were you ever my friend?
Exactly, yeah. But thankfully nothing happened. Hopefully those two gentlemen are doing good and squash the beef because, you know, we got to be more about love and uplifting each other as black men.
No more violence. No more violence. You know what I'm saying?
What about you, bro?
Sadly, it's another sneaker story. I was at Finish Line at the time. You know, when you get the job, you got family and friends. Oh, you work at, let's go with the discount. You know what I mean? And you know, just a little machismo. You're like, yo, come through. I got you. You know what I'm saying? You don't own this spot though. You know what I'm saying? You just hoping. Honestly, you hoping they never show up. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like they'll never take advantage of the discount you may or may not have. It was the chrome white 5s. Pete just came through. Had a couple of friends, couple cousins. Yo, Kenny, Tate, what's up? La, la, la. Hey, y'all. Looking left, looking right. Trying to find out where my boss is at. I said, hey, what's going on? What brings you guys by today? You know? I said, yo, you got them J's, the new joints, all white with the 23? I'm like, we might have a couple sizes left. Let me, what sizes you need? She's like, I need a 6, a 7, 7.5. What sizes you want? Size 9. I'm like, oh, it's a few sizes. All right. I go to the back. Bro, we had each size. I was just like, there was no bad news I could come back out with. You know? So I'm out here, got 5 boxes stacked. Throwing on the counter. I'm like, all right, y'all good? This is what y'all needed? They're like, yeah, you still got that discount? I'm like, oh, on the J's. Let me go check on. Yeah, you should be all right. Let me go check on that. Go to the back, speak to my boss, Carrie, at the time. She like, hey, Ken, what's going on? You about to go on break? I'm like, nah. Actually, I know you must said like, you know, about a month ago. Hey, if you got a family member that need a discount, just let me know. It shouldn't be a problem. And she's like, yeah, what's up? You got somebody here? I'm like, yeah, something like that. I got my cousin here and my other cousins too, and they all was trying to get some J's today. She's like, and now it's at an angle where she can see the register. My back is to the register. Okay. So she just kind of pans her head to the right and looks through me to see the register. She sees everybody looking at the conversation. She's like, Ken, hey, listen. You might have a big family, but a lot of them don't even look like you. Listen, I'll let you go this time for the one time, but this might be the last time. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, in my head, I'm like, damn, the last time. But you know what? If you're going to let me slide this time where it's the most important, I appreciate it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She threw the manager code in and boop, boop, boop. 30% off everybody. Yeah, I was like, yo, that's what's up, man. Yo, come through. You know, I'm your man, you know?
Yeah.
They leave, and I'm like, yo, I hope they never come back because I can't do this again. You know what I'm saying? It was a one time, but it was a good story. The fact that it was good news at the end, it worked out.
Crazy.
Yeah, but what else? Just keeping it rap for, you know, jumping back and forth. Greatest rap group of all time.
See, that's a good one, man. That's a good one. If I gotta think about it, like, what are we talking about here, right? Like, what's the criteria?
It all depends on the criteria. All right. I'm gonna go with impact because impact it's not often debated. A lot of people look at record sales, lyrical ability, straight impact, and not overall spectrum of hip hop impact.
Gotcha.
Impact to you, because you know we was born in the mid '80s. Yeah. I'm not expecting you to go, yo, Funky B and the Bebop Boys. Hey, right. Whatever they did, hey, happy if they was on Cedric when it all started. But personal impact to you, greatest rap group.
Gotta go with Dipset. Gotta go with Dipset. If we're talking about like impact on the culture, they had people wearing pink. What was it, 3-4X white tees and shit?
Paper towel bananas.
Yeah, like it was insane. And just their presence joining Rock Nation at the time or Rockefeller at the time. And, you know, Jay-Z already had like state property. Like Bleak was still there. Beans was still doing his own thing. And for them to come in and just instantly like take over, like they were the mainstream for Rockefeller at the time. And for me, that's just like ultimate impact. Love those guys, man.
That's a fact.
Yeah, I got to give it to Dipset.
Not mad at Dipset. They put on for Harlem when you never forgot about them. Harlem's always been that flashy, fresh, you know that. But adding the lyrical ability to it made it super dope. But fashion alone, let alone the albums, the greatness, the moments. I respect Dipset. Dipset was dope. I got a counter for
What's
you.
What's the counter? Let me see.
Yo, man, 50 and them boys. As far as impact, like it was he had people for like 2-3 summers straight. Yeah. Muscles or no muscles, wearing square cut wife beaters. Like, you know what I'm saying Judo on her chest. You know what I mean? Like he was out there. But but and plus as a leader in a group, no other group leader could say, yo, I got shot 9 times, live to tell the story.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
That's like superhero-esque. You know what I mean? Like, he survived the trenches, was able to bring a couple of good dudes with him. I don't know how him and Game and Young Buck are doing on today's time, but the fact that 50 did what he did when he did it, and he is still relevant today. As a personal, movies, film, he was able to kind of distance himself from the music part. But G-Unit, that's my pick, man, hands down. I know Dipset, it's a great, I gotta go with G-Unit.
Nah, and it's perfect.
I hope they can do a Verzuz. You know what I'm saying? Like, 50 versus the set. It's gonna be a good matchup if it ever comes to place. But it's too much money. They ain't gonna do it.
And they had that like brief, beef back then. You know what I'm saying? When Cam was calling the tank tops brassiere tops and shit like that.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
That's a funny dude, man.
Cam
funny dude.
Funny. Politics, man. It's nasty out there in Georgia, man. It's nasty out there in Georgia.
So out in Georgia, there's a bunch of lawsuits being filed due to the fact of lawmakers pretty much signing into laws like voter suppression laws. Like it's
pushing
ridiculous.
them back again.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And I think even one congresswoman ended up getting arrested because she was like knocking on the door while they were actually like signing the shit into law. Crazy.
It's crazy in Georgia, man. They need to, like, don't get me wrong. I know they were sick when it went from red to blue on them. I know they were sick when that happened. You know what I mean? Over this last little election and whatnot. But they they're going to keep finding new ways to keep people of color out of those booths, man. But as long as we still got the mail-ins, we still got the people showing up, willing to wait on the long lines, not get deterred by all the obstacles that continue to plague them. I mean, Georgia going to stand up. They're going to keep it strong. You know what I mean? But, yeah, man, they got to clean it up out there, man. These politicians, they was always dirty, but we shouldn't see the dirt. You know what I'm saying? Like, and now they just like, yo, come into my bathroom. It's nasty in here. I want y'all to see what's going on. It's disgusting over there.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, man.
Oh, man. But some political guys are doing good out here in New York State. You know what I mean? Cuomo, he signed that bill to legalize the ganja. You know what I'm saying? So,
legalize it.
It's going to be weird, though. You know what I mean? Like, because, it's been an under-the-table thing for decades.
Yeah.
If you were dealing with it, you would go to jail. Unfortunately, the sentences and the circumstances outweighed the penalty. But I'm just curious to know how they're going to backtrack it, how they're going to get everyone out that was involved with that.
Right.
I heard rumors that the do have first dibs on being able to open up their own establishment if it was something you got caught up with in the past, which is dope. I respect it. But, you know, what about the guy who was able to evade the law?
Yeah.
He might still be on that corner. You know what I'm saying? Like, so now it's a whole nother kind of pull up when the cops come. It's like, hey, you got a permit? You know what I mean? He said, permit? I didn't have a permit before. I would just run the opposite way y'all was coming from. You know what I'm saying? Like,
pretty much.
But it's spooky out there, man.
Yeah. So it's interesting. So yeah, just like you said, your record gets expunged under the new law. Mm-hmm. You are allowed to possess up to 3 ounces and 24 grams of cannabis concentrate. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I think it's 18 months after sales begin, you're allowed to actually grow it at home to a certain extent.
Yeah, they don't.
You know what I mean?
Don't turn your living room into a weed plant or nothing like that, But
yes,
if you got a seed or two from a bad batch, you might be able to make something out of it a couple months down the line. You know?
Absolutely. So we just ask that you guys stay informed.
Yes.
Don't go out there thinking you could just roll around with pounds of weed now. I thought it was legal.
Intent to distribute is still a problem. Yes, they said 3 ounces, but if they're all bagged up, it's not gonna look good for you. So please, if you have that much on you outside, you bugging. But if you do when you get caught and it's in individual baggies, you're going to jail still. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So be careful out there. Watch your 6. You know what I mean? Oh, and also, it's not a federally approved situation. They're allowing the state to use it as a recreational product, but don't be going state to state thinking you won't get jammed up, because you will. If you're in a state that's legal, you go somewhere it's not, those old laws still apply to your current you.
That's it.
Don't be that guy. And another thing, if your job drugs test, don't come in there with the dirty urine like, nah, Cuomo said it was cool. Yeah, but me, the supervisor, said it's not.
Exactly.
And that reigns supreme over your check. So,
absolutely.
Like my man said, do your research. I mean, please do your research.
Hell yeah. And sticking on politics, man, Biden, $2 trillion infrastructure plan. Now, this shit is mega.
Like, Just to be super clear, this $2 trillion is another $2 trillion outside of the last stimmies.
From what I heard, yes.
They just printing this money.
Man, listen.
Just printing it out. Like,
I'm telling you. So this here is supposed to touch on a lot of things, right? We know the pandemic. The pandemic definitely showed us that we were not built. Our healthcare system is pretty much fucked up, right? Yeah. We don't have the infrastructure to sustain a crisis. And then on top of it, we still have some of the oldest transportation technology in the world. Yeah. So one of the things I heard about is they're going to be looking at Amtrak and having those speed trains that can actually now take you from state to state a lot faster. And then, of course, we got to look at healthcare and how we set up to really give people care where they don't have to always come in the office, and do underprivileged communities have all the resources that, say, Upper West Side has.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
I respect
it's
that.
a lot, man. Hopefully, it gets signed and the money gets distributed in the ways that it needs to, because we all know.
Where it's supposed to go.
Exactly. It's a lot of red tape up there, man.
I'm pretty sure. Even with the $2 trillion, I see a lot of state representatives' pockets getting padded. You know what I mean? On under the table deals. Like,
I hear that.
$1 trillion of that not even gonna make it to where it should go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, we got 50% of that is gone.
Yeah.
But this other $1 trillion, hey man, divvy that up as you need to. You know what I mean? Hopefully that's enough. If not, we're gonna go back to the mint. We're gonna print some more money, and we're gonna go in some more debt. It's all good. Thanos don't got all the gemstones, so he's our bookie. So, you know what I mean? We in debt, but he ain't pressing us right now, so it's all right. It's all right. All right. I saw this, and I gotta ask, man. All right. So everybody is naked now, right? I need you to break this down because when I seen it, I was curious and I was just like, I gotta see what my man thinking on this one. But talk to me, man. Talk to me.
Yeah, I gotta let the people know because it's funny, right? Like, so he calls me, like straight up calls me. He's like, "Everybody naked now?" Now, mind you, we on Zoom. I don't have no headphones, no headset. So my wife turns like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "Whoa.
What y'all doing with the podcast now?"
So basically, for me, I mean, getting back on social media, especially Twitter, with the podcast and everything, it's literally like porn. Like you don't have to have Pornhub no more, no subscriptions. Like everybody's naked. You know what I mean? Now I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'll follow it. You know, my wife knows who I am. I'll follow it. It is what it is.
That's
but but the main thing here is now is wearing clothes the new porn. You know what I'm saying? Like, do I now look at, women like with a turtleneck on and be like, damn, she wearing that turtleneck.
Damn.
Like, look at her in that pantsuit with that ruffled shirt. Go ahead, mama.
Look at the ankles covered up. Look at that. Look at all them high socks. Look at that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy for me. How do you feel?
But it's 2021, man. You gotta be careful with the turtlenecks now. You know what I'm saying? Like, because if you see it now, like outside of you, tired of the naked in your face, so the fully clothed, might interest you a new way as far as just the on-look item. But now those turtlenecks might be hiding something on the old neck area. You know what I'm saying?
I see where you're going.
And hey, if you're a pretty lady out there that want to wear a turtleneck, just do something with like a little see-through. Just little. It's a window to the Adam's apple. Just let everybody know it's not there. That's all. And hey, if it is there, and you don't show the window, I'm gonna assume, hey, might be a man. It's all good. Yeah. Do what you do. We respect your opinion.
No, yeah.
But
turtlenecks
in 21 is nasty.
Yeah, listen, we are allies. You know what I mean? We support the transgender community.
All the letters.
And everybody being themselves. That's right. LGBTQ plus all that good stuff. It's just that sometimes there is a surprise, and we just would like everybody just to be honest and clear with someone. Mm-hmm. If you meet someone, find the best way to comfortably express who you are, because like you said, it is nasty out there sometimes. Out here, man. It's
nasty.
It is.
More nasty news. Condolences to Anthony Marriott. He's a Philadelphia man. He was working on a video about the city's gun violence. And
Right.
He got shot going to his van to get some equipment.
Insane.
In the middle of working on a video about the city's gun violence.
Incredible.
Like, I know the irony is beyond, but I could see if he was even involved in some sort of thing that would require gun activity to be a thing.
Right.
Whether it be drugs or just being a bully, something where someone feels this sort of action is warranted.
Right.
Man by himself, minding his business. I don't even know if it was a robbery. Like, I don't know if they wanted the equipment he was with, but long story short, in the middle of trying to shoot this doc, he was murdered. Condolences to him. Not to him, but to the family, of course.
Yeah.
Terrible thing. But gotta get better, man. Like it can't be this every single time. Every time it's nasty. It's more nastiness out there, man.
Yeah, indeed, man. Senseless violence. Senseless.
On nasty news. It was an attack on 43rd out in the city about a couple weeks back now. But it was a 65-year-old Asian Filipino woman minding her business on the street. A gentleman named Brandon Elliott. He's 38. Like, I don't want to explain the graphicness of the video if you happen to see it or not, but he assaulted this woman for no reason whatsoever. Come to find out, he is actually out on lifetime parole.
Wow.
Now, this is a twofold thing. Like, I get it. Like, if you're behind a wall at some point in your life, you did something that put you there. But I do believe in second chances. Regardless of what put you there. I do believe then everyone should have a second chance. But this nigga was in it for killing his moms.
Yeah.
Like, he murdered his mother, and he got released somehow, some way. Now,
crazy.
if you have the mental capability to kill a parent, I'm questioning how you are functioning in society after the fact. You shouldn't be able to. I don't know what kind of SOC evaluations he had going in, coming out, but at some point, a board deemed him qualified to be outside. But if he's qualified, why does he still have a lifetime parole tag?
I agree.
It can't be both. Like, if so, everybody in jail should just have a lifetime parole tag. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, we don't trust you.
Yep.
We want you to check in with us. But if so, just do that to everybody. Put the whole prison system out in the street.
Yep.
And pray for them. And hopefully they don't come across people like this. But he was caught, apprehended. They charged him with assault as a hate crime, attempted assault. I believe the woman is okay. She didn't die, thank God. Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, some people don't deserve second chances, and he was one of them.
I agree. I agree. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. I really, first off, lifetime parole like that. Like, that sends the ultimate signal. Like, this person should be either institutionalized. I mean, that's what the prison system is supposed to be, but more like you said, some psychiatric help.
Something's wrong.
Yeah.
Like, the hamster is off the wheel up in the house.
Yeah.
And he's not even running on it. He just pushing it with his arm. Just
yeah.
That's wild, man.
Hell yeah. So it is time for your Freedom Cage Podcast COVID update.
Never stops. Never stops.
Never does, guys. So, quick updates. Cases are up. The variants are getting out of control. So please continue to follow the protocols. Mask up, social distance. If you're getting vaccinated, please make sure you go through the full process. And on the subject of vaccination, with eligibility now, 16 and up, you can receive the vaccine. Mm-hmm. But a quick note about that. Teens ages 16 and 17 will be limited to receiving Pfizer, since that was the only vaccine that was approved for those 18 and under. So no Moderna, no J&J for you.
Not to intersect, but these Johnson & Johnson dudes, man. Like, I'm still a little hesitant to get the vaccine myself for personal reasons. You know, hey, what you do out there, please, by all means, do your research.
Yeah.
And hey, if you got any underlying issues, get your vaccine. I respect and need that. But Johnson & Johnson, there was a batch that was recalled.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What if I was first on that line and it got... they hit me with the needle, called me the next day. Hey. Yeah, we know. Hey, nope, you don't need a second shot. But the one we sent you was all saline. It's no good. We need you to come on back. We need you to come on back. It's not what we thought it was. You know, hey, you're still getting one shot, but this is the real one now. Who's checking these batches on the way out? Man, it's nasty out here.
Yeah. There's always a gamble. Anytime you put anything in your body, it's a gamble. You know what I mean? So prayers, man, prayers. But staying on the vaccine. So now, if you live in New York State, there is a new app called the Excelsior Pass. This allows you to have on your phone whether you've been fully vaccinated or whether you had a recent COVID-19 negative test. So this is good because instead of walking around with paperwork now, you got an app. Pretty much like how you keep your tickets on your phone, you can have your results and all that on your phone. But we know there's negatives to that, right? Now you got health information on your phone. Hacking, that's always a concern. And then there's some limitations to the app. So the app only works for New York State. So if you've been vaccinated in another state and say you're coming to the Garden or Barclays for an event, you cannot utilize this app. You know what I mean? It sucks.
The United States can't unite on anything. Like, there should be a 50 statewide app that you could use going from state to state.
Exactly.
I can't be crossing state lines. Like, yo, Jersey's right there. I can't be going from state to state. Got to download the new app. I ain't working on 50 fucking apps on my phone. What if I travel? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what if I'm in New York today, LA tomorrow, Florida next week? Hit Kansas up real quick. I'm not downloading all these apps. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, because there's a bunch of people who work in New York that live in the tri-state area and probably got vaccinated where they live, but can't utilize the shit when they come into the city. I mean, it's ridiculous, right?
And now with this, is it just your personal info? You can't. It's not a detector, right? If someone else's, who else is on the app? If I'm in close proximity of them, let me know.
There's a separate app for that. I believe it's like a COVID-19. Yeah,
God,
I'm telling you.
Damn it. Man, these software dudes in Silicon, man, get on the same page.
Yeah, but the other thing that sucks about it is when I downloaded it, it has like a termination date. I was like, whoa. The fuck you mean? Like, what's supposed to happen? So it looks like in 3 months, my shit will expire. This became became available April 2nd in New York State. So when I downloaded it, it gave me a term date 3 months from when I downloaded it. So I'm like, the fuck y'all saying? I gotta take another vaccination? Like, what does that mean?
Like, does the app require a software update in 3 months? Or
Like,
what if I delete it today and reinstall it on May 1st?
Exactly.
Do my 3 months
right.
Start that day now?
Right.
What if I get a new phone?
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the point that, everybody's trying to figure out, like, what happens now after the 3 months. So I don't know, man. But listen, I'll make this shit up. I just report it.
Yeah. And it's a little spooky because, at least with the flu shot, every year you should get a flu shot.
Yeah.
With data still being in the preliminary early stages.
Yeah.
I'm curious to know how long this vaccine would, stay in your system. Is it a year? Is it similar to the flu? Is it only 6 months? Is it 3 months? Do I got to come back for another double dose?
Right.
I mean, I need more answers. I got mad questions. More answers.
Yep. And just staying on the same subject of COVID and vaccines and tests, there was a healthcare institution. I'm not going to call them out because I have
snitch on them.
Because I got some friends who work there. But there was a healthcare institution that was promoting COVID tests out of their ED, emergency department, and it looks like they was hitting people for $3,000 a pop. Now, just to bring you guys into the healthcare fold, errors happen all the time. Systems go astray. People with manual charge entry, shit happens. Mm-hmm. But this is just astronomical because the average reimbursement for a COVID test was like $130, maybe $140. Mm-hmm. $3,000 money?
It's too much. I just want to know whose account was attached. Because at some point, somebody had to go, $3,000 for you, $15 for me, $500 for the doing the paperwork, another $300 for this person looking the other way. Because the tests are free, essentially, right? Maybe $100 to the insurance company, but they're eating them on the arm due to the pandemic.
Yeah.
I want to know who. Somebody showed up with a Tesla the next day. It's like, hey man, a lot of OT.
Well, yeah. Well, listen, these were just charges, though. They still got reimbursed the average insurance reimbursement rate. But the crazy thing about it is the patient got the bill for the rest of the junk. Yeah, son. So that's how it even got reported. So one family accrued about $39,000 worth of charges, fam. Wow, shit.
Because I could imagine, like, a lot of people show up and they request both tests, the rapid as well as the PCR. And, they want that instant satisfaction of knowing, hey, do I have it per the quick test?
Right.
Yes, no, maybe so, cool. But also, do the other one, send that out to the lab. Let me get an official result in 48 hours or less, hopefully. But shit, that's 6 G's for 2 nose swabs. Like,
yeah, man,
that's a whole nother kind of nose candy. Yep. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that it's too much money involved, man. It's just crazy. $39,000, nah. You got to see me in the court.
No joke.
I ain't got it. You got to see me in court. You got to come see me.
Straight up, man.
That's rough out there. Oh, got a question for you.
What's up?
A couple weeks ago, my dad was talking to me. He's like, yeah, I remember, when you was younger, maybe like 8, 10. I used to always do these like sneaker sketches, you know what I mean? Like, and now as of late, he's starting to see those sneaker sketches he had almost 25 years ago come to life in current shoe forms, right? So he's like, oh, if I just would have did this, or if I just would have did that back then. And in my head, it got me thinking, I'm like, all right, granted, you might have created this scheme or concept, but he could never quite get it off the ground. So I'm curious to know from your perspective, like, what's more important, like the creator or the builder, so to speak? Like, because if he had these sketches, these designs, and he walked into Nike and he sold them for 50 grand, like, boom, take this. I know it's in better hands. You guys will do what you got to do with it. Push it to the masses, and they might make 50 million off that one shoe.
Yep.
Now I'm curious to know, it's like, now that you know that they made 50 million off of it, that little 50,000 they gave you for the sketch, you start looking at your bank account funny. You know what I'm saying? But now you had this multi-million-dollar idea that was able to give another, the party, that the machine, so to speak, to get them the benefits of it. What's more important? Like, this $1 million idea that you can't get off the ground, you're keeping a suitcase locked away in your apartment or whatever, or the person that can actually bring this to the masses? What's more important, the creator or the builder?
So that's a great point. I gotta say the builder, and I'll tell you why. Because it takes a lot to get an idea off the ground, and those people who just have that experience, that motivation and the ability to connect the dots, and okay, this needs to be funded here, we need to reach out to this person for marketing, or this over here, we got to make sure this meets building codes, I know this person that can handle that. Like, that's crucial to even getting your shit off the ground. And listen, the creators, the people who come up with ideas are needed. It's just that it's so easy to have 10 ideas and not execute one, because you're thinking you got to do all of them at once. But the builders, they just know, okay, if I have an idea, I need to put at least 100% of my all in that idea to get it off the ground before I can get to the next piece, right? So say, for instance, I got a friend who started a trucking company, right? The first thing he had to do was learn about trucking, learn the ins and outs. Of course, he took some bumps along the road, but then now, after about several years of being, pretty successful, then he started a portal. If he tried to do both at the same time, it would have been impossible. You know what I'm saying?
But see, that leads me to why I feel the creator is more important. Because the creator just can't get to that next stage most of the time just due to access of information or lack of thereof.
That's true.
Like, in the famous words of Jay, he's like, yo, he told Daniel, go make another Hove. I'm the one with the lyrics. Like, granted, you're the mover, the shaker, the chit chatter that was getting us in and out these other offices at the time. But as soon as Jay, the creator, got more business savvy, he didn't need the builder anymore. He built his own.
Right.
But it's tough for the builder to create. The creator can always learn how to build, but that's something that's in you. You knew how to create before you got to the build portion. The builder got there. He knows the infrastructure, and like you said, know 100% what's needed. But once that idea is off the ground from another party, they got to go find something else to build.
Right.
If they don't have the creation or the mindset to get to that point, kind of got their hands behind their back. So I side with the creator as long as they can get access to the information that they need.
I hear you.
But I go with the creator on that one.
All right. That's fair.
All right. What else is there? This is nasty, man. There's a lot of nasty news this week. It's a lot of nasty news, man. Vanessa Bryant, man. Her mom, actually. Rest in peace, King, once again, to Kobe. But at some point, Vanessa Bryant's mom explained that Kobe, at some point during their 2-decade-plus career, they've been together forever. She's been with them through ups and downs. Kobe said to his mother-in-law, yo, I got you forever, Ma. You never have to need for nothing. Right. Kobe didn't plan on leaving this earth anytime sooner than the day he did. So he probably made that promise with full-on thought that he would be here until the day she was under. Unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. So now the mother is filing a lawsuit against Kobe's estate for life support, claiming, Kobe promised to take care of me forever. The only catch-22 is Vanessa's in charge of the estate. Yeah. So now you're suing your daughter for money her man made that's not even here to speak his piece anymore.
Yep. Well, money is disgusting.
It's nasty, man.
Money does disgusting things to people, and especially families. Like, I've seen families fight, curse, and break up over land that was left by a family member who passed away. Yeah. So this doesn't surprise me at all. Yeah, man.
Like, I'm pretty sure the Kobe living conditions, they could have found a room for Ma.
Oh yeah.
He could have put her on the second floor of the West Wing, and she not bother nobody. Y'all not bother her. You only see each other on Sundays. Like, you know, it could have been. I think it could have been that situation, but I'm just curious to know where she is in her life, physically, emotionally, mentally. Where she's like, I'm running out of funds, I guess, and Vanessa's not giving it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, but next up,
more Atlanta.
We got Quavo in the elevator with Saweetie, man. I'll let you start this off.
Hey, man, as a true Migos, he secured the bag and didn't fumble it. I don't know what was in that suitcase. If you've seen this video, whatever it was, he made sure she didn't leave with the product. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Rumors have it was like a PlayStation or some shit.
Man, they were saying it was a Call of Duty set. Oh, you know what I mean? Man. They were saying it was like
some headphones,
the royalties on Migos.
Hey, that's different. If it's royalties on Migos, it's only one of those. I need all that paperwork. But if it was a Call of Duty set, Quavo, bro, you could get another headset, man. Yeah, like I don't know what. All right, I'm not siding with Quavo. Any sort of woman abuse is non-tolerated, of course.
Right.
He didn't hit her, though, in the video clip that they allowed out. Yeah. She did swing. Look, I don't think she connected. He did pull her arm slightly, it seems like, into the elevator. She fell.
Right.
Not sure why she was on the floor for the amount of time she was on, but nonetheless, Quavo's at fault. Shouldn't have been in this situation. You seen Jay, you know how to handle yourself in elevators. Right. Guard your face, fall back. Like, you know, that's all you should be doing, you know. But on the back end of it, he gifted her was it a Bentley or a Rolls Royce? Yeah. Something super expensive with a key start for Christmas. Sent the people to go get that V the next day,
Straight up. That's
not nasty. I respect it. You know what I
mean? Like for me personally, if it's in my name and we done. We done.
That's it.
Like there's nothing to talk about. You know, it happens every day, guys. Like, let's be real. You know what I'm saying? You with your shorty, y'all doing great things. You buy her a very expensive gift, right? But then you come home and you find her in bed with Tyrone from the job.
Oh, are you sucking Tyrone dick?
Oh, yeah, like I'm taking my shit back. Like, that's just the way it is. You know, I'm out. That's it. And going back to what you said with the violence, I mean, listen, for me personally, I'm just speaking to all my black men out there. We got to be smart.
Every day.
You know what I mean? We got to be smart. The judicial system's not built for us, and we don't have the best history dealing with the opposite sex. Mm-hmm. We got to be smart. You know, I know situations happen, and I can't speak for you if you're in a situation and things get a little intense. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, we just have to lean on each other and be smart, because we keep putting ourselves in these situations, and it just looks terrible. It looks terrible.
It's not good, man.
Yeah.
Black guy always in the elevator, never at the right time, man. Take the steps, man.
Yeah,
listen,
take the steps.
If you're a rapper, take the steps.
Take the steps, man. Good cardio.
Probably use the exercise. You're right,
That's
man.
It.
Just take the
steps. Get your steps
man.
in, baby.
Take the steps.
Oh yeah.
All right, man. Lil Nas X, man. A ton of questions. I don't want to. It's more nastiness, man.
Yeah, man.
He had a new video out. I haven't seen it. Heard it's super graphic, but the only thing I did care about, he did something with a sneaker. So now I'm interested. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He dropped this Satan/Hell themed shoe. Mm-hmm. Put certain amount of cc's of blood in the midsole or some shit like that. But it was, I think it was a 97, MX 97 that he customized with a group called Mischief. Mm-hmm. Nike seen it and immediately said, yo, this ain't us.
Cut the shit.
We ain't authorized this shit. We ain't produced this shit. Mm-hmm. We don't even like Old Town Road that much. It was just some, yo, this is not us. You gotta stop, cease, whatever. Like, long story short, I believe they came to some sort of settlement which we'll never know the monetary value for. And I also believe they're allowing those that did buy the shoe to keep the shoe as like a collector's item.
Okay.
It's not like a recall, like a Johnson & Johnson batch or anything like that.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
Yeah, it was just weird. Like, I don't, like, he's really going headstrong into this whole Satan hell theme.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a rollout. I don't know if he's really satanic in that regard. Like, it's weird. Like, but the kids are eating it up. Like, he think with this new video and song, he's got another #1 record.
Yep.
And I can't even say the name of the song. Like, it's crazy. Like, he's out there, but kids are gobbling up. I just hope these kids have parents at the house to let them know what's fiction versus what's real. Like, you shouldn't. Some things are just for entertainment value only.
And then next up, we got the Verzuz. Oh man!
It wasn't a alligator within a mile of the scene. Like they was all killed for shoe purposes. Yeah. But Steve Harvey, he delivered. He over delivered for the Earth, Wind and Fire versus the Isley brothers drip. And Ron, I gotta tell you, man, the man's beard matched the coat.
100%.
I don't know what came first, the beard or the coat, if they match one to the other.
But
I doubt he was just walking in the store and said, hey, this matches me. This is going down.
Straight up.
Man, shout out to Ron Isley and the crew.
You could tell he went in the little aisle, got the little coconut butter.
Yeah, man, his shit was shining.
Coconut butter beard, and he was like, "Yeah, man, I gotta match
shining.
this. I gotta match my coat, man."
That boy was shining on the Verzuz.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And sticking on the Verzuz topic, they put a little schedule of people to come. Some are blurred out.
Mm-hmm.
I know they got Red and Meth for the 420 next week.
Yes,
that should be interesting. But where do they go next? Like, because they all over the place. They got young, they got old, they got producers, writers.
Right.
Is anybody you looking for in the Verzuz that hasn't come up yet?
I gotta say Drake and Future. I think that one right there is epic. I would save that for like summertime.
Yeah. Outside gotta be open.
Yeah. Like on a stage somewhere and just, that's gonna be crazy.
Drake Future gonna be dope, but 20 might not be enough for them two gentlemen.
Nah, yeah.
They could go to 30 easy.
Yeah. Makes sense. 30 for 30. They had the song.
Yo, get ESPN in. Sign them up. Get it done.
Yeah, we're gonna add Swiss on this. We're gonna add Swiss and Tim. Like, this is our idea. 30 for 30 verses.
Right.
Drake versus Future.
And it should just have legends. I think the 30 for 30 should be the legends, and maybe 10 top 10s. Keep those for the people that ain't quite got 20, because 20 is a lot. You know what I mean? A lot of people are able to provide that, whether it be through like songwriting ability or I was in a group and I also had a solo career, so I got stuff to pull from. But 20 is a lot when you only got 2 or 3 albums and only one went platinum. Like, it's supposed to be 20. Like, we know you got 20 songs, but it's supposed to be hits. Yeah, a lot of people ain't got 20 hits in the tuck. You know what I'm saying? But it should be dope. 10 to 10, 30 for 30.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And what we got here? What is this? April Fool's joke?
Hey, man. Big Jay-Z fan. This is a New York podcast for those that do not know. And right after we dropped the last show, I seen a little April 1st kind of fake joke with Jay-Z dropping an album called Ascension. Had a real track list, like a couple features, some unknowns, but you know Jay. He's always trying to reach out to those that aren't the biggest of platforms and turn them into bigger people. Right. You know, it's believable. You know what I'm saying? I just but once April 2nd came around, I ain't hear about it again. I started thinking, like, was that a joke? Someone with Photoshop created this? Oh, so I really don't think a new Jay album is dropping. Wanted to see one though.
Oh, hell yeah. Jay's always welcome, man. But for real.
But he's welcome to us fans, locals.
Yeah.
Do we need another Jay-Z album?
I do. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, it's almost like another Denzel movie. Like, you're like, Denzel still acting, but then you see it and it's like, Denzel still got it.
Still got it.
You know what I'm saying?
So the showcase.
Yeah. Jay always finds a way to fit in.
That's a fact.
No matter what.
That's a fact.
Yeah, so we'll get into appreciation now real quick. So most of you remember last year, George Floyd was murdered. His trial is currently underway. And we just want to send appreciation to one of the witnesses, Donald Williams II. And his testimony was very impactful because it not only spoke about what he saw, but he actually broke down the chokehold. And I'm going to pass that to Kenny because I know you watched
it. It was
that.
super interesting to see because, growing up, you knew what a chokehold was. The nigga can't breathe no more.
Right.
It is, but he truly broke it down for the jurors. The difference between the kind of chokehold that was instituted on George versus a typical MMA chokehold.
Right.
One called a blood chokehold, and the other one called an air chokehold. And the blood one specifically that not only stops oxygen to get into your whole body, but also stopped flow to the brain. And that kind of hold was used on George Floyd, unfortunately, on the back of his neck with the knee. But the fact that there was a difference, and it kind of blew me away, like, because he broke it down like piece for piece, like what would be needed, the amount of strength required to apply one. He didn't show us how to get out of one, but it was just super informative. It was something I did not know about, and the fact that you can make that super clear and let them know there is another kind of hold that could have been utilized, that probably would have saved his life.
Yeah.
And the officer chose not to go that route. He went straight for one that would stop his life. But him being a witness there and being an MMA fighter, had to be a bit of a catch-22 to him, because he's like, I can stop this situation right now, but he's like, if I acted on that item, I might get shot.
Yeah.
So I have to let this unfortunately play out, see where it goes. But him doing that, George lost his life, but he's able to bring light to a situation that could have been avoided. And super, super big appreciation to him this week during the trials.
Yeah, and I think the part of his testimony that stands out to me was the back and forth with the lawyer. Because there's a part where he's like, the lawyer is asking him if he says certain shit, and he's like, did you hear that in the video? If you heard it in the video, then that's what I said. And the funniest part was when he's like, you called him a punk ass man or whatever, and he said, yeah, I said it, and I meant it.
I meant it.
You know what I mean?
He said
but,
brown.
Yeah, but the best part was the lawyer was trying to say, so what we can tell is that you grew angrier and angrier, and he responds verbatim, no, I grew more professional and professional. I stayed in my body. You can't paint me out to be angry.
That's what's up.
So shout out to that man for staying solid and for really coming up big in a situation where all eyes are on this trial, and we're just hoping that justice is served.
Yeah, that's what we want at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Those need to pay for the crimes they committed.
Absolutely. So at this point, I'm going to pass it to you, man.
This is sad, quick, funny. Not funny, but, Black Twitter going to make, no matter how dark the situation is, funny. But
right.
Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh, has passed away at the age of 99. About a month ago, there was a photo of him in the backseat with his eyes sunken in and his teeth rotted. He looked dead then. But unfortunately, now he is dead for real. Damn. So, hey man, Queen Elizabeth's husband, he's gone. He's no longer with us in the physical. Shout out to them. I know Meghan don't give a fuck, right. But hey man, Prince Philip is gone. Damn. He can finally rest in peace. You know what I mean? But oh man, listen man. I told everybody last time. Yo, I'm gonna watch Coming to America. I'm gonna have a little take on it. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. I didn't get a chance to watch Coming to America yet. I saw a few snippets, you know what I mean? I walked in on a wife watching a piece of it. But I ain't watch it, y'all. I ain't watch it. You know what I'm saying? But it's still on the docket. I'm still gonna catch it. It's right there with Snowfall. Yeah. But Snowfall might come first anyway. But yeah, man. But I'm gonna get to that. But, let me know about this other show, man. What's it called? The Challenge?
Yeah, so if any of you are a fan of MTV, you know that there's the show The Challenge. And basically this show takes anybody that's been on any of their reality shows. So you got Are You the One, Big Brother, Real World, shit like that. They take people from those shows and they put them in the challenge. And there's different challenges, right? It's obstacles, it's eating, puzzles, endurance, all types of shit. So this season has been really, really good. And just going to throw the spoiler alert out there right now. So if you want to fast forward, please do that. But right now, in the final, we have Corey, Nani, and Leroy. There's more people, but the reason why these three people are so important is because they are people that I've been following throughout the challenge history that have always been counted out and never really made it that far, but it's great to see them here. And I think Corey and Leroy made a final before, but they didn't really go that far. So it's good to see them back. They're in great positions, and especially Leroy and Cam, they really did a good thing running the table. So really hoping that somehow it turns out good. And listen, I can't pick a favorite to win right now. I'm just excited to see them all in it, man. So we'll see.
The challenge. What station's that on?
MTV.
MTV, got
it. MTV.
All right. More stuff for the docket.
Check it out. And then this next one, man, I'm gonna try to be brief, but Temptation Island. If you've never seen this show, I believe it's on TBS. It is basically the ultimate experience and experiment on relationships. What it does is there's people who are in relationships that are looking at each other and say, are we meant to be together? Mm-hmm. So to really test if we're meant to be together, let's go on a show and see if we're surrounded by the opposite sex for a long period of time. Will we still stay faithful and still come out together at the end?
Oh, that's a dangerous game. That's a dangerous game.
Like, literally, like the first day you get there, like it's some dope island, some dope ass villa, and you're there with your partner, and then you both see all the singles come out. So it's a bunch of guys, a bunch of girls. And then I think at the end of the night, that's it. Y'all say bye to each other. Y'all won't see each other again until it's time to come together and see if you're going to stay together. But here's the tricky part about it, right? As you're going through the show, you have bonfires. And at these bonfires, you get a quick 15-second clip as to what your partner's doing on the other side of the villa. And it's use your words.
It's never the highlights. It's the lowlights.
Yo, to use your words, it's nasty. Will take. You could have been there for probably about 7 hours, just being real cordial. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, getting to know people. But then you probably had maybe 15 seconds of some girl jumping on you doing the ill dance, and you there laughing. You know what I'm saying? That's the 15 seconds they'll show your girl.
That's nasty, man.
Crazy shit, man.
Temptation Island. Shit. I don't know if I want to watch this.
And if you're watching this season, it is dirty. It is dirty, the shit that's going on.
Dirty
man.
Mac into a new
extreme. Hell yeah.
Oh, man. All right. What station is that one is on?
TBS.
TBS.
That one is TBS, man.
That's been out for a while, though, right? The Temptation Island? Okay.
Yeah, it has, man. It has.
It's like, this is, I guess, a spinoff of the Couples Retreat movie. Where, you know what I mean? I don't know how old what year was that? That'd be 2010 or whatever.
Yeah,
but
that was a funny movie. Mid-2000s.
Yeah, but that was like a funny movie. I guess this is just the singles part of the island, and they're dropping relationships straight in the middle of it.
Yeah,
good luck.
Yeah,
that's
man.
crazy.
Oh, yeah.
What else is going on before the next show?
Oh, so real quick, man. Listen, I'm so excited about this one, man. Mortal Kombat drops next week. You know what I'm saying? Next Friday, April 23rd, Mortal Kombat drops. I'm a big fan. The best thing about it is going to be in theaters and it's going to be on HBO Max. I can't wait to just be chilling in the crib, watching that shit just laid up, man. Can't wait.
Mortal Kombat. And the good thing about this one, from the previews or the trailers, it's not focused on Liu Kang.
Yeah.
All the other ones is showing him in a flying kick, no t-shirt, black pants. You know what I mean? But this one looked... the fact that I could see Sub-Zero, he's my all-time fave.
Right.
And he's out there doing Sub-Zero shit without a smile. Can't wait to see it. Can't wait.
You know what I'm saying? And then the very next day, UFC 261 is going down. This is, I believe, their first UFC with the crowd back in the building. And it is sold out 100%. Usman versus Masvidal. This shit's going to be crazy. It's for the welterweight championship. And then you got Zhang Weili versus Rose Namajunas for the women's strawweight championship. And then you got Valentina Shevchenko versus Jessica Andrade for the women's flyweight championship. It is ideal. It is crazy.
That's a
Can't
stacked
wait,
card.
bro.
That's a stacked card.
Can't
man.
wait.
That should be dope. That's gonna
Hell
be dope.
yeah.
Definitely got to watch that one.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Damn, couple days. Couple days from today, yo.
Yeah.
Playoffs is starting. Like.
Yeah. NBA playoffs. It's gonna be real, man. I'm waiting for the final word of the play-in games, like they did with the bubble last year.
Oh yeah, I like that last year. Unless you're ranked 8th, you got to fight for your right to keep going. I like the idea of
hell yeah,
a pre-playoff before the playoff. That was dope.
Yeah, I can't wait, man. It's gonna be a good one.
Should be dope.
Anything else you got for the people?
I think we touched it all. You know what I'm saying? Some funny, some politics, some sadness, some appreciations. But that might be it, man. Oh, one more thing. We got to plug one more time for tomorrow.
Yes.
Listen, man. Tomorrow, IG Live, 7:30. We're gonna be locking in for Autism Awareness Month. We're gonna have Ebony Lee. Her IG is Autism Mom with a Camera. And we're also going to be featuring Deandra Perry. Her IG is Welcome to Cam's World.
Yes,
but if you got questions, things you need us to ask, something you're curious about, but, Google isn't getting you the right answer that you may need, might want a personal perspective on it, let us know, man. We'll try to get your questions across.
Yeah, man. April 16th. 7:30. IG Live, Freedom Cage Podcast on IG. Make sure you're following. And tune in, man. Tune in.
Yeah, man.
Straight up. Other than that, man, you are now released back into your regular scheduled programming. Social life, parental life, entrepreneurship, whatever it is that you do, we salute you. I'm SenorLee.
KenKapNik.
See you next pay week when we lock back in to a free state of mind.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.